Summerslam, one of the big four pay-per-views in WWE. You had a Royal Rumble, you had WrestleMania, you have SummerSlam, and you have Survivor Series. Well, this is going to be my prediction video for SummerSlam 2017. Predictions, opinions, and some rants. Now, SummerSlam, you know, leading up to it, especially with the last couple of shows between Raw and SmackDown, there are certain things that were predictable as hell. There were certain things that were unpredictable, but were still garbage, as I said in my review reports for Raw and SmackDown. But this SummerSlam, oh God, this is... Some matches we don't even fucking want to see. They don't matter. They won't make a difference. And some matches don't even deserve to be on the card. There are some matches that need to be taking place. There's a title that needs to be fucking defended. And then there are a couple of matches that we are looking forward to. Some we give a fuck, some we don't, some okay, some not. And then we have someone that's not even defending their fucking title. But without further ado, these are my thoughts, my predictions, my opinions, and my fucking rants about SummerSlam 2017. Here it is, bitches. I told you so. The theme told you so. I told you when this fucker gets this title, he will sit on it, not defend it, and run around, always talk shit, and be the pussy that he is. So let me get this straight. This is one of the big four pay-per-views of WWE. And we're not going to see an Intercontinental Championship title defense. The Intercontinental Champion is on a pre-show in a fucking tag match. A 6-man tag match where he barely has to do anything and that he won't do anything. On one side, you have the Hardy Boys, which has a couple of former world champions in WWE and in other organizations. And we have Jason Jordan, a promising athlete and a former tag team champion on SmackDown. Okay, fine. And on the other hand, you have a former Intercontinental Champion that we didn't really give a fuck about when he was Intercontinental Champion, Curtis Axel. We have a former NXT Champion who that motherfucker hasn't really done anything since, as in Bo Dallas. And then we have a dick sucker. Oh, and then we have Maurice. So, look. Hardys, Jason Jordan, wash, rinse, repeat. Just like on Monday, they're going to win here. That's my prediction. And even if they don't, it doesn't even fucking matter. This should be on a fucking line. This should be defended. And the fact that this fucker is like, I made this relevant again. We forgot to put you on the fucking card that we had to do it last fucking minute in a 6-man tag team match because you can't wrestle, you suck on the you blow chunks in the ring, you are not relevant. Take this off of him as soon as fucking possible to make it relevant again. And for all you fuckers out there, Dean Ambrose didn't make it relevant. At least he was fucking defending the fucking belt. Whenever he held it, he carried it. Okay. He had challenges. He just ordered them off. This is supposed to be the number 2 title in WWE. And now it's anything but that because you have this fucker sitting on it that can't wrestle, that blows chunks in the mic, that fucking flosses teeth with dick hairs in the ring. And yet, most of you worship this fucker. Just because he has mic skills. No. Fuck this guy. Remember, dick licking plus animals equals The Miz. Rant over, I want the faces to win, the faces better win, or else it won't make any sense. But once again, this belt should be on the fucking line at every fucking pay-per-view. Period. So we have a return match. Okay, fine. Akira Tozawa is the new Cruiserweight Champion. Now, alright, Neville wants the belt back. Knowing WWE here, they're going to give it to him. So, I don't think they're going to have it on Akira Tozawa past this. I think that they're going to just hot shot it back to Neville because this is WWE and they like hot potatoing titles. I would like Akira Tozawa to keep it, but I just don't like that Titus Worldwide shit. I just don't. I'm not a fan of it. It's a novelty comedy thing, and Apollo Crews isn't doing anything. And I remember when JBL was trying to shove down our throats that Titus O'Neil is a future world champion, and now he's a big-ass fucking joke. He hasn't been anything for years. Millions of dollars. No, that was garbage. And then there was his suspension for him tugging on Mr. McMahon. So, again, I don't see Akira Tozawa keeping his belt. It'll be cool if he does, but this is WWE and they like hot potatoing titles. So I'm picking Neville. Why is this match on a pre-show? Why is this match on the pre-show? Why is this match on the pre-show? Usos, New Day can at least put on a good fucking match. Why is this match on the fucking pre-show? Okay, it's going to be Xavier and Big E, but Kofi's going to be still lingering out there. You know WWE will hot potatoing titles. Look, I am going to go with the New Day to retain here, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Usos get it back because hot potatoing titles. I'm looking forward to at least a good match that'll keep us on our toes and now, you know, get people hyped up for the show or whatever. But again, why is this in a pre-show and why is other matches on the main card, which I will go through? But again, I'm picking the New Day. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Usos get it because of that hot potatoing. That's what I said earlier. So, but again, final question. Why is this championship match on the kickoff pre-show? Explain that to me, please. Okay, look, what kind of takes away from this match is the fact that they threw it out there that Finn Balor was going to be the Demon. They didn't have it as a surprise, even though it kind of wouldn't have been a surprise anyway, but the anticipation would have been more. So him going against Bray Wyatt after the return match from Raw, after Bray Wyatt beating him clean and pouring red, gooish, bloodish cum all over Finn Balor. Yeah, in this return match from Raw, it was supposed to be a SummerSlam match in the first place, but look, the Demon versus the Eater of Worlds. Okay, I'm picking the Demon here. This is going to be retribution for all that shit that has come to this. Come to this. And his revenge from Monday Night Raw, losing. I mean, he lost clean to Bray Wyatt. Bray can't get a break at pay-per-views, can he? So, yeah, that's my pick. I'm picking the Demon, Finn Balor. I mean, come on, am I wrong? Please. Just, oh, goodness. Yeah, the Demon, Finn Balor, for the win. Does anyone fucking care about this match? Seriously? Big show, big cast, big whoop-de-doo. Shark Cage, Enzo. Maybe he'll have a mic. Maybe he'll pull out a mic and just talk all the way through the match while the Big Show gets laid out and gets his ass whooped. I don't see Big Cass losing here. Why? Because it's the fucking Big Show. And Enzo is trapped up there. He can't do anything. He can't... wait. What if he tosses something down? And then Big Cass gets it by mistake. And then hits Big Show or whatever. I don't care, but I'm picking Big Cass because, again, I don't fucking give a fuck about this match. So you're telling me that this match is on the main card and you have a champion that won't defend and you have 2 championship matches on the fucking kickoff pre-show. Explain that shit to me. Okay, look. I don't really give a fuck about this match for a couple of reasons. Reason number one, Natalya. Reason number two, Naomi. Reason number three, Ms. Money in the Bank. I don't fucking care about the match. But I do care if Carmella cashes in. I do care about that. Because I don't want Carmella to be women's champion. She doesn't deserve it. She hasn't done anything in the fucking ring in order to fucking earn anything. She hasn't put on a great match in order to get to this position. She's not fucking ready. She's not championship material in my opinion. So again, I said that Natalya is going to win and be cash-in fodder. But it still remains to be seen. Naomi could retain and still be cash-in fodder. No matter who wins this match, because I generally don't care, I don't want Carmella cashing in and becoming SmackDown Women's Champion. Period. So let me get this straight. You're going to have Sasha Banks beat Nia Jax, and then you're going to have her go against Alexa Bliss with the chance of losing the match. Okay, look. I'm going to go with Sasha here. I mean, quite frankly, I just don't like Alexa Bliss as champion. She hasn't done anything. And she's holding on to it just because it's the thing to do. There's nothing going on with her, really. Except for her just talking and talking and talking and running and running and running away and not putting on great fucking matches like she has in the past. Because she has the capabilities to. But let's feed this scenario. I'm not sure if the Money in the Bank holder Carmella is just subject to SmackDown. What if she were to cash in on one of these two and then go to Raw? Just a thought. Just a prediction. I don't want her as champion, period. But what if that shit actually happens? It doesn't say SmackDown Women's Money in the Bank, I don't think. I think it just says Women Money in the Bank. Maybe that could happen. Who knows? Maybe that's the crossover, because usually around this time, we get a crossover between Red and Blue, Raw and SmackDown. The cross. Or anybody in the backstage crossing or arguing or confrontation or even in the ring. Maybe this is it, because this will begin the prelude to Survivor Series, Red versus Blue, just like there has been in the past. So again, what if Carmella were to cash in on Alexa or on Sasha Banks? Is that a possibility? I would like to know 100%. But other than that, I'm going with Sasha Banks. And I just hope that Carmella doesn't cash in on either championship matches for the women's division on Raw or on SmackDown, because she does not deserve the championship. If Corbin can fail his cash in, then so can fucking Carmella, because she is way below Corbin in my opinion. Okay, look, I have nothing against Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, but I didn't want them teaming up to go against the tag team champions, because I thought that Seth was going to be on the road for the Intercontinental Championship, but no, they pair him up with Dean Ambrose. They do that fist action, and they're going after the tag team champions, because there's no other tag teams that can do it besides the Hardy Boys, and the Hardys have had their chance, and they're the only other face team on Raw. The Revival keeps getting injured. There's nothing for anyone else as far as tag teams. So they're going to have to form these two former Shield members in order to go after these titles. Now, this could be a beginning of the night for the Shield. Okay? It could be Dean and Seth to get these tag team titles. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope that Dean turns heel here and turns on Seth and walks away and have Seth get beat down. I hope that happens. But my prediction will be these newly reunited Shield members to get the tag team championships. That's my prediction. I think that the novelty with Sheamus and Cesaro is over. It's come to an end. They need to separate them. They need to go to singles competition. Whatever. But yeah, that's my prediction. I'm going with Ambrose and Rollins to become Raw Tag Team Champions. Needless to say that this could be match of the night. However, you got Shane O'Mac in the mix as referee, who is going to get involved or accidentally hit or purposely hit, maybe jump off the top rope onto a fucking table on both of these motherfuckers. Who knows? I just want a big fucking... I just want a good match. Kevin Owens isn't doing his entrance with the Face of America thing anymore, so I don't think he's going to get this championship back. And I think the hot potatoing is over, but this is WWE, and they can hot potato belts whenever they fucking want. And at least this Mid-Carter championship is being fucking defended. I'm going with AJ Styles to retain, but it would not be surprised if there's either a double DQ or a no contest, or Shane O'Mac walks away from both of these motherfuckers. Who knows? Or Shane O'Mac lays out both of these motherfuckers. Who knows? Double who knows? But Shane O'Mac having his allegiance with one of these people, I don't see that happening. I don't see... Look. The scenario where Shane O'Mac aligning himself with Kevin Owens, that would be confusing, but it would be an eye-opener. It would actually have shock value. Him aligning with AJ Styles, I don't see that happening. I just want to see a good match and things get called down the middle. Maybe Shane O'Mac will get knocked out. Who knows? But I am going to go with AJ Styles, but the hot potatoing thing is a fucking... It could happen, but I don't want it to happen. I'm going with AJ Styles here, and like I said before, this is a candidate to be match of the fucking night. Listen, this is one of those matches that I generally don't give a fuck about. Do we honestly think that Rusev stands a chance against Randy Orton at the biggest event of the summer? Considering that Rusev has only had one up on Randy as far as kicking him while he was in the aisle. Randy Orton has treated Rusev like shit with RKOs out of nowhere. So again, I'm going with Randy Orton for his rebound for, losing the WWE Championship, because what's a win for Rusev going to do? It's not going to elevate him to anywhere. Randy Orton is just the mainstay of mainstays, and they may just give him the win just because. But again, I really don't give a fuck about this match. I just don't, because of the participants. There's nothing personal, there's nothing for it. It's not like Randy is trying to fuck Lana or anything like that. I just don't... I don't give a fuck about this match. I'm just going to say, yeah, RKO and Randy Orton is going to fucking win the match. That's just it. Another match that I don't give a fuck about is this one. Baron Corbin is no longer Mr. Money in the Bank. So now they tried to feed... They tried to make this personal. They tried to feed it into our hearts and our minds as far as saying Baron Corbin needs to get revenge on John Cena. But if Corbin doesn't lay out Cena, then it's all for nothing. And will John Cena get laid out? Okay, look. Let me put this out there. John Cena has a big losing streak when it comes to SummerSlam. But I think this snaps his losing streak, because it's fucking Baron Corbin, and they've just treated Baron Corbin like shit for the past 3 years. Okay, you have him as a Andre Memorial Battle Royal winner that didn't lead into anything. You just had his Mr. Money in the Bank just get taken away from him, so it doesn't really mean anything. So him actually trying to work his way up to actually be a fucking credible threat as a heel and actually as a world champion has been torpedoed for some fucking reason. Now, again, I do see John Cena winning. That's it. I don't see Baron Corbin winning. If Baron Corbin wins, I will be absolutely fucking surprised, and I will eat my words. But I don't see it fucking happening. I just don't. Why? Because this is John fucking Cena. Now, again, John Cena has had a big losing streak at SummerSlam. He has had a big losing streak. He hasn't won at SummerSlam in like 6 years. So, again, I would like to see Corbin win, but I don't see it happening. Because, again, Baron Corbin. Look how they just treated... He got beat by a roll-up at fucking SmackDown when he cashed in by someone that got a fuck you and a super fuck you, rested for a little while, and Baron Corbin got pinned by Jinder Mahal, and now his Money in the Bank shit is gone. I mean, no. I'm picking Cena. Sorry. I just don't think that they have it in them to let Baron Corbin dominate and win. I just don't think WWE has it in them at this point. At least, there's no cash in the fear. Okay? That was one of the things that people feared about this match. Oh, Nakamura's going to win, and he's going to get cashed in on. Oh, no! Hashtag cancel WWE Network. Well, that possibility is over. But again, the Singh brothers are still there. Jinder Mahal can still run away and keep the belt, so on and so forth. Look, are they ready to give Shinsuke Nakamura the WWE Championship right now? Is the big question. At the biggest party of the summer, are they ready to have the 51st ever WWE Champion? Are they going to do that? They can do it, but will they do it? You have the modern day Maharaja that everybody is kind of losing over, you know. He got absolutely no reaction when he pinned Baron Corbin to keep the WWE Championship when he got cashed in on. Everybody was like, what the hell? I mean, people cheered Baron Corbin when he was about to cash in, and everybody was like, what the hell, when Baron Corbin lost. The novelty is gone now. So again, are they ready? Are they ready to have Shinsuke Nakamura be WWE Champion? He is my pick. I could be wrong, but again, are they ready? So, for this Fatal 4-Way, if Brock Lesnar doesn't retain or if he loses, he leaves WWE. He will go back to UFC, and I think that he's scheduled for a UFC fight, and so on and so forth. So this is a perfect angle for him to drop the Universal Championship in order to go fight for the UFC. Him dropping the Universal Championship, okay, now it depends on who. Let's look at the candidates here. You have Roman Reigns, and that's an instant no-no, but that's WWE's top pick at this point, and we all fucking know that. We don't want Roman Reigns to... Okay, look. I don't want Roman Reigns to win it because we've seen all of that already. Unless he wins courtesy of Shield members and them being tag team champions and they all go heel, fine. I will be all fucking for that. If Roman Reigns wins, gets help from the Shield, power bombs motherfuckers through tables, and wins the belt, and fucking them having the tag team belts out there, Roman Reigns raising the Universal title, and they all do the fist action, fine. I will, fantastic. I will mark out. That will be the ending of all endings for SummerSlam. However, that's not going to happen. So Roman Reigns has to stay away from the Universal Championship. Braun Strowman is not Universal Championship material for certain reasons. Number one, who the fuck would face him besides Joe and Reigns at this point? I don't see him fending off anybody else besides those two. And I don't see anybody else beating Braun Strowman if he would get the Universal Championship, except maybe Joe and definitely fucking Roman Reigns. So he's out for that. Samoa Joe. That is the best pick at this point. He's not so overly dominant that he can't be beat. That he can't be matched by almost everybody that can be from mid-card to main eventer, like Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Finn Balor, possibly Bray Wyatt for some reason. Look, again, Samoa Joe is the best case here to win the Universal Championship. He is. And the best part is that he doesn't have to straight out beat Brock Lesnar to fucking do it. Now, who will be the sacrificial lamb in order to get pinned or submitted here? In order for one of these guys to either retain or become champion? I think that Brock Lesnar will F5 Strowman, and then somebody else like Samoa Joe is going to pick those bones. That's my prediction. I'm predicting Samoa Joe to win the Universal Championship. If Brock Lesnar retains, okay, I'm not sure how fine I will be with that. Because again, he retains, then he's gone for months until the Survivor Series, and then that's when he'll have his next fucking opponent. He'll defend that Universal Championship more than the Intercontinental Champion will defend that championship. But I just don't like the fact that Brock would retain and then fucking leave until Survivor Series or maybe right before it. But I don't want Roman Reigns to win the fucking championship, but that's WWE's highest pick. I don't want that to happen. Unless it happens under the scenario that I explained earlier. Then there's Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman, and goodness. So, who's my prediction? I'm going to go with Samoa Joe here. Even though it will be a big surprise if Braun Strowman gets it somehow, and it will be kind of meh if Brock Lesnar retains, and everyone will be pissed if Roman Reigns actually fucking wins, except from the help from the Shield. That will be epic. But, again, I'm going with Samoa Joe here. And it will be the best pick because he is the one that's well-rounded at this point, so you can throw anyone against him and they can actually either have a chance of winning the championship or even put on a good fucking match. So, yeah, Samoa Joe is my pick here. So, those are my predictions for this SummerSlam of 2017. And, yeah, opinions and rants aside, again, there's certain matches that we don't give a fuck about. There's certain matches that shouldn't be on the fucking kickoff show or pre-show or whatever. There's a championship that fucking should be defended, and a cash-in maybe looming for you know, the women's division that I won't like, and Big Cass, I don't give a fuck. Big Show, I don't give a fuck. Enzo and Shark Cage, don't care. I mean, Orton versus Rusev, don't fucking care. Cena versus Corbin, don't fucking care. Owens versus AJ Styles, possibly match of the night. Okay, it's just... Anyway, for the biggest party of the summer, this was a big fucking list to go through as far as predictions. And I do hope that this actually ends up being a great event. But that aside, there's a couple of matches that are going to ruin that possibility. I'm going to just put that out there right now. So, what, again, do you think I'm full of shit? Do you agree or disagree with my predictions? Please leave a comment below. And don't forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe. I'm always open for a debate about wrestling on all fronts. Even though I don't cover a couple of organizations, well, it's not TNA anymore. It's, okay, look, I'll get to that. And, yeah, I didn't cover NXT for the last couple of weeks because, I mean, I like NXT. Don't get me wrong, but there needs to be more to it. There needs to be more than 1 hour of a show. They need to take 1 hour away from Raw and give it to NXT to have that shit 2 hours and give NXT a mid-card championship. That's just my opinion. So, drop kicks, body slams, throwing motherfuckers over top rope, both feet hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. This is the theme, and I'll see you later. Credits.